Hello everyone, I am Jack and I'm back and I am in my storage area. And I am putting some molds here, I'm moving stuff here so I have more room at the shop to work. And while I was here, I do have parts of the Vaydor. Those of you that aren't familiar with the Vaydor is the car that the Joker drove in Suicide Squad. It was green. And so that was one of my future projects. Well, I'm having to sell projects or whatever. So while I was here, I went, you know what? I got the half destroyed C8 with a little bit of the front end on it. Let me see if these two can be made to work. So I'm going to show you what I've got, what it looks like, and then you tell me. You think this will work? You think it's a good idea? Or do you think it just is too much of a mismatch between the front and the back? If it is too much of a mismatch, then I could put the Vaydor back end on as well. So let me show you what I've got. The Vaydor is at the shop, so I can't show it to you now. These are just the spare pieces that I took off. Took them off to make the Vaydor easier to move because it had very low ground clearance and it was hard to get on and off the trailer. So we just took off the front end and that solved that problem. All right, so here is the Vaydor front end on the butchered C8. The C8 is got the C2 Grand Sportish back end on it up to the front of the doors, and then there was nothing on the front end. The orange is the original C8 front end that, again, they butchered it up pretty bad, but it can come off and this thing can move quite a bit back. If you look right there, it needs to go back however much that is, all right, to match where the front of the C8 wheel opening is, and pretty much almost the same thing. Let's see if that was there. Yeah, not quite as much. So there'd be some jockeying, but then again, you know, would want probably a little bit of space. So anyway, if you look, the cowl is pretty close where it is now. Again, it could move back, I don't know, a couple of inches, not quite that whole amount, but some of that. And again, this is not set in stone where this edge is. Obviously that could be trimmed if it needed to be. If you look on the front, you can see there's space there. What's hitting is down here, right here, and that goes away if I take this piece off. So that's an option. So let me kind of walk around, pretty careful I don't fall and hurt myself. So let's go this way. Have to excuse the wind, sorry, nothing I can do about it. All right, I have to crawl over the trailer. There we go. But you can see that there's, you know, what is that, 1.5 inches or so. This could easily move back and just be even with the C8 front end. There again is the part that's hitting. It's hitting right here. But if you look in there, there's space. If this piece right here weren't here, this thing could move back that much. And of course, I could just cut that off. So there's room here for this to move back a little bit. I wouldn't want to move it forward, I don't think, but it could move back. Same thing here. If I look, there's the spacing right there. And if we go from here to there, that's going to be a little tight, but then again, this could be, the vent could stop there. So, and then this could be modified a little bit. But I'm surprised how well the body lines kind of line up. Again, I'm going to rely on all of you to say, yeah, that looks good, or yeah, it looks like crap. So let me know. It's just an idea. Ideally, I'd like to just sell the Vaydor kit, but if it doesn't sell, this is an option for a C8 body kit. Oh, and then here is the back hatch area for the Vaydor, and if you look, it's so close to the C8, there would be no point in replacing that. You could just stay with the C8 section right there. All right, and then when I get to the shop, I will check on the back of the Vaydor and see how well it fits to see if that might be an option as well. So I'm taking this video just so I've got a record of this, because it would be a while before these two, the body, C8 and the Vaydor, see each other. And hopefully by then, excuse me, the C8 is called, the C8 will have a real body on it, and I won't want to be messing with test fitting things like this. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good myself. Let me crawl up on the truck so that we can get a view up higher. All right. Okay. If I lean back and stretch, that's what it looks like from the front. So seriously, this is just a Vaydor front end. I think it could be fit with relatively minor adjustments. I can't show you, I don't think, but when I lift up this, maybe I can. If you look, the trunk area just happens to fit real close to where the Vaydor is. Again, move it back about 2 inches or so, and that would match the trunk. So could use the filler panels that come with the C8 to fill in all that blank space, and that would work. Let me go over the other side once more. So here's again what it looks like. That wheel well's in the wrong place. I can't, it's cockeyed. I can't by myself. That thing was hard to put on there by myself. And so I sure can't manipulate it. And it would need some stuff cut off anyway. So, all right, here we go. And if we look down the side, that's pretty close to looking like it would work. And if I look at it, this part right here is one. This needs to come back, and I literally can't. If I had someone on the other side to help, I could move this back a little bit, but I can't do it myself. But this whole thing can go away. It can be cut off right here, and it would match with the door. And that would be the pocket. So I can make this into a net like I had to do with the other one. And then, whoa, I just noticed the shop's left some lug nuts off of my wheels. That sucks. Luckily it can't drive, or I don't know, unluckily, whatever, but they shouldn't have done that. All right, and so we look from the back, and if you ignore where that part hangs out, because if that was cut off, it could easily move in. Then here's the view from the back side. Might have to cut off the wheel wells or flare them or something, because that's kind of a design mismatch with the Grand Sport fender flares and the Vaydor with no fender flares. Not sure how I would handle this. When I had my back end, it came out to cover up the tire. When they modified the car without asking me, they cut this and narrowed it so that they could add this lip on here. I wish they would have gone further out, because if you look, that barely covers the wheel. I would have liked to have had a little more. In fact, it doesn't cover the wheel right there. I would have liked to have had that. And if you look at the Grand Sport, their fender flares are like this wide. So again, they didn't ask me, they just did whatever they wanted to do with the design. I saw all this, it was too late, they'd already done it. And I just said, just keep trucking along. All right. So let's do the same thing from this side. Again, it's kind of cattywampus, tilted this way a little bit, but you can see that it's pretty close, closer than I expected. And if you look, the width is about right. I mean, this fits onto here. I checked the other side, it fits well, so it's, you know, within a it's workable, we'll put it that way. On the other front end, I had to split it in the middle and widen it, and that was a lot of work. This one, I wouldn't have to do that. I think with some fender flares or something, with the wheel openings around the fenders, it can be made to work. All right, that's what I got, but it's all here, and I wanted a video of it just so you can see it. So like, subscribe, hit the alert, hit the thanks if you want to donate, and if you don't like what I'm doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.